Hello, welcome to Digital Farm TV Rural News. I'm Andy Walker. Canadian dairy giant Saputo announced this week it had obtained more than 77% of the share equity in Aussie takeover target Warrnambool Cheese and Butter. Saputo said it would increase its share offer from $9.20 to $9.40 cash, in line with an earlier commitment. The spirited WCB takeover battle has left unsuccessful contenders Murray Goulburn and Bega cashed up and scanning the horizon for new opportunities. A volatile but exciting time in dairy as the game moves on. A new report from Infrastructure Australia has found that in order for Australian farmers to remain competitive, rural transport infrastructure, including roads, must be up to scratch. The National Road Asset Reporting Pilot reaffirmed the need to develop mechanisms to attract private investment in rural roads, according to the National Farmers Federation. President Brent Finlay said Federation supported calls for greater action from the federal government aimed at attracting private funding for rural roads. Wool Producers Australia said this week it was one step closer to gaining endorsement from the Coalition of Australian Governments for Australia's first nationally coordinated wild dog strategy. The final draft of the National Wild Dog Action Plan has attracted widespread support from stakeholders. Key amendments included strengthening of animal welfare and humaneness towards wild dog species, including dingoes, feral dogs and hybrids. WPA President Jeff Fiskin said reports of predation by wild dogs were rising rapidly, seriously damaging state and regional economies and the environment. Against the backdrop of drought in the eastern states, the north of Western Australia received a good soaking, according to ABC Rural. Most places in the Kimberley received falls during the Australia Day weekend, with Broome topping the charts with 138 millimetres in 3 days. The wet season was expected to continue until late March. However, some stations were already not far from reaching their average rainfall. New South Wales Primary Industries Minister Katrina Hodgkinson this week announced the appointment of Meat and Livestock Chief Scott Hanson as the new Director General of the State Department of Primary Industries. Ms Hodgkinson said Scott Hanson's impressive track record as a leader in the agricultural sector stood him in good stead to lead the New South Wales DPI. She was confident he was the right choice to succeed Dr Richard Sheldrake, who stood down in September. MLA said it would begin recruitment for a new managing director this week. Agribusiness specialist Rabobank has announced a range of support measures available to farming clients impacted by bushfires across regional Australia. Rabobank Acting CEO Peter Noblanche said bushfire activity throughout southern mainland Australia was impacting on agricultural regions, with the full extent of damage to farming enterprises yet to be known. While producers were hopeful that the onset of cooler weather would bring fire activity under control, fires have spread into agricultural areas with some loss of livestock and damaged dwellings, pasture and farm infrastructure. Finally this week, Hong Kong has begun culling 20,000 chickens after the H7N9 bird flu virus was found in poultry imported from mainland China. All chickens at the wholesale market, where the positive test took place, were to be destroyed, the government said. The government has also banned the import of live chickens from the mainland for 3 weeks. H7N9 made the jump from infecting domestic chickens and ducks to infecting people in early 2013. Well, that's it for Digital Farm TV Rural News this week. I'm Andy Walker, and I look forward to your company again next week. Bye.